up? I want my girls rockinguitarlessons.com. That's Avenged Sevenfold. It was so far away. So many people requested this that I didn't even write them down. I'm sorry. But you guys can say, hey, that was me down below. No problem. Tune standard. Yes, it's supposed to be acoustic. There's acoustic and electric in this song. My acoustic's not here. I let one of my kids use it in there at a friend's house. Go figure, you know. But anyways, it's the same. It's the same. On the intro, the only thing I missed was they do an up strum on the first chord, which is a cool, nice little characteristic part of playing guitar. I love the little things like that because they add a lot of taste, style, class, character, all that stuff. So anyways, like I said, tune standard. And I will give Ryan Conlon a shout out because we worked on this for my Skype lesson, for his Skype lesson today. But I've been getting a lot of requests for this, so let's jump in. Alright, so from the get-go, we're starting with the E minor chord, which is 2A and 2D. And strum it, got a little reverb on too, as does Avenged Sevenfold. But you're going to kind of go back towards the bridge. You'll get a more kind of brittle, tintier sound. And do an up strum. Just drag the pick from the high E to the low E. Like that. Okay, and then go down, up, down. 2, 3, down, up. Okay, that'll take us in to the main riff here, which is G major. It's 3-2, open, 3-3. That's from the top string down, the 4-fingered G major chord. Go down, down to D major. Little hint here: if you can do this, eventually, if it's too crazy now, I can almost guarantee you'll do this stuff the more you play guitar as time goes on. Transitioning from G major to D major, which is what we're doing here. The third finger is a pivot. In other words, it shares the note with the G as well as the D. So if you can, try to practice leaving that down, which of course you can if you want to, rather than lift everything up and then reset it. Now, people that haven't been playing a long time sometimes will just do that because they feel like a new chord, let me start fresh, it's too confusing, which finger do I lift off? But as I was saying earlier, the more time goes on, you will probably end up doing this anyway. So if it's a new concept for you now, go for it, man. Try to keep it down. So down, 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 up, down. So on this D major, I'm also muting the low E with my thumb, not pushing that second fret down. I know it looks like it. It's dead. So open, 2, 3, 2, muted low E, and go down, down, up. On that up, I'm going to what's called a D suspended, which is putting a high G note in this D major chord. And then I'm going to lift it right back off and go back to the F sharp, which is in the D major. So down, down, up, down. And you know, speaking of like notes that are shared between two chords, now a D major and a D sus are very similar chords. They're both major chords in the same family. It's the key of D right there. So, but it would be kind of pointless to lift this middle finger off when you're going here because you got to go right back to it. And that's another example. It's not going to hurt nothing to stay behind the higher note. So even if we didn't go back to it, say we went to this D sus and then went somewhere else, it's one more thing to think about to have to lift that. So you know what I mean? So down, down, up, down. This next chord, B minor 11. Go 2, 4, 4, 3, open on the high E. Try to mute that low E with the tip here. And go down, 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 up. And now, if on that up, it's totally okay to catch like a mute on a few of the strings or even some opens. Oops. Because every guitar player does that, so it's not so mechanical, cut and dry. It gives room for things to feel right instead of going, you know what I mean? Let it breathe like that. So we're going to go from there to C major. When you get to the C major, we're going to apply the same beat concept and melody concept that we did on the D when we went from D to D suspended. Okay, except we're going from a C to a C with a D, a high D in it. Alright, so in other words, 3, 2, open, 1, open. From the A down is our C major. And I'm muting the low E here with that finger. I'm going to go down, let's see, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that up, I took my pinky and went to the 3rd fret on the B string. It's still a C major chord. A C major chord consists of 3 notes, a C, a E, and a G. But the D is in the, hold on, did I say D or C? No, C, E, and G. If you add a D in it, it's still in the scale. It's the 2nd note in the C major scale. So just, you know, you can substitute that for a C major if you want. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That gets us through that little section. It does it a secondary time. Okay, but there's a little change up on this E minor. So I suppose, let me play what we just did. 2, 3. Now we're going back to the E minor. This time don't strum up, just strum from string 6 all the way down. 2, 3. But there's a change up. If you listen close, you'll hear that they're adding an F sharp to this E minor chord. So, and to do that, we would use our pinky, go to fret 4 on the D string, but we're still keeping the E minor. That's our home base right now. So open E, 2A, 2D, open G, B, and E. So we're strumming it, 1, 2, 3. So when that comes down, you may want to lower the thumb to make sure that these fingers aren't being drugged down and muting underneath. Like say the high E or any of those strings that we need that are opens, we don't want to get in the way of that, right? So 2, 3, down, up, lift, down, up, lift, right back to the E minor. Another example of you don't have to lift this. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, some people did on this one because we got kind of a stretch going on over here. So if it makes it more comfortable to make this happen, just get right back to it. I'm leaving it down a bit. What I'm saying is you could go 2, 3, down, up, down, up. Okay? Now, the rest of this is the same. It's the G to the D to the B minor 11 to the C. So like chord note wise, if you wanted to say what scale degree, it's like the 1, the 5 chord, the 3 chord, and the 4 chord. Major, major, minor, major. Anyways, you would go. Oops. Yeah, make sure you don't accidentally go to a B flat. That'll give you a C7, and boy will you know it. You'll be like, what in the heck just happened? So the next part, straightforward here, you're already where you need to be. It's C major, and just do 4 quarter note strums. It's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to D major. And we learned this one earlier, 2, 3, 2, open, open. So say, when you see that middle finger lift, that's our D2. Okay, they're minor little changes, man. They could have just stayed on that F sharp instead of went to the open E there. But that's one of the cool things with chords, man. By adding a finger, lifting a finger, you can just make it a little more interesting. So the chorus, I think, is all that's left for this lesson, and this starts in E minor, and that's open, 2, 2, open, open, open. And the strum is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you can memorize that strum, which you will, you're going to apply it to all these other chords. The last 2 chords, we're going to split it between an E minor and a D major. You'll see when we get there. So memorize this. Dut, 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 down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. loop that stuff, man, and repeat it. It'll get it embedded in the cranium, in the dome, and that much quicker results. So anyways, we're doing that beat over the E minor. Same thing over G. A minor. So you can see we've already used it over 3 chords. The E minor, the G major, 3-2, open, open, 3-3. A minor, which we haven't used in this song yet, and that's, if you know E major, you can do the relation game and go, boom, drop it down 1 each. But it's 2D, 2G, and 1B. That's middle, third, and first finger. Thumb, I'm going to go ahead and mute the low E. There is an E in the A minor chord, but we want the root to be an A. So if you can, try to mute it up here. It's easier to do that, I think, than to try not to strum it. All right. Check it as an arpeggio. Boom. That way we know we're not muting the high E. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. That's going to lead you into E minor again, 2 downs. Now you may notice, why do you use different fingers? Before I was using the first and second. Well, I can, but sometimes every guitar player is like this. Depending on what your next chord is, it's simple enough just to go, oh, I'm at A minor, I'll get rid of this finger and just move those 2 fingers up. It doesn't make it wrong. It's just a comfort thing. I could have went, either way. But try to remember those little things. They may help you to keep it flowing a little smoother. So now we're going to split that strum pattern that I taught you. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. We're going to split that over the E minor and D major. The E minor is going to take the easier part, which is just the 2 downs. And then the D major is going to go up, down, up, down. Let me see. See, down, down, up, down, up, down. Drop the pinky to the high G note, 3rd fret on the E, and go down, up, down, up. So I went to the D suspended once, lifted that pinky off, went right back to the D. And you could even practice that, man, the subgrouping of, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Okay, anyways. The key is, man, and it's like this with any band, any song for the most part, you look for those parts that are kind of the glue of the progression, all right? The parts that are going to repeat. Because pretty much all songs are going to have some type of a set strum pattern, right? Pick patterns sometimes, it just depends. But primarily you're thinking of a song, we're playing our chords, we're strumming through it. So you want to look for things that are consistent. And we have several of them just in what we've done in this lesson to give you an example of that. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Get that memorized. I think that's step number 1, because you can just practice that over 1 chord. You may not be able to change the chords in the chorus fast enough yet, but you may be able to do the strum pattern. Or if you're almost able to, or if you can't, either way you look at it, set up an E minor chord, because I know you can do that, and just practice that strum pattern, but repeat it, because one of the problems we make sometimes is in our minds, we don't realize it, we finish from A to G. I'm not talking chords or notes, I'm just giving you an example. We finished our point that we're making, okay, which is in this case is our strum pattern, and our mind goes, boom, I finished it. Oops, I got to do it again. So sometimes we put a little rest in there, or a break, or a pause that doesn't need to be there. So if you stay on 1 chord and just practice the strumming part of it, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, because there is no rest going back into it on the repeat. Very important to think like that, not just with this song, but any song. If you're not sure how to do it, that's what I'm for. Just keep coming here, and I will give you the little secret mojo pieces that will help get you on the road with the Avenged Sevenfold. I was just watching a video from them, man. How cool, like they'll bring up people from the crowd. They brought this, looked like maybe 17-year-old dude up. It was actually in this song. And he grabbed Sinister Gate's guitar and played it, and he just handed it to him. It made the dude's like life, I bet. How cool. And the dude did a good job, man. He played it. You can tell he had been practicing with Avenged Sevenfold with their music, which is what you need to do as well. Okay, so little pieces, subgroups, build, they're the building blocks, build to the next piece, connect all these together. Before you know it, that little one puzzle piece that you couldn't even tell what it was is now a picture, which is our song. Alright, so that's it. I'll play this on the outro, but really quick, if you're interested in taking private lessons with me on Skype, I teach guitar and bass. My wife Jolene teaches vocals. We teach around the world. It's my primary way of teaching. I've been teaching for over 2 decades, as well as my wife Jolene. And for price information on that, you could either email me, rockinguitarlessons@hotmail.com, and mike@rockinguitarlessons.com. Tag me on both of those emails, and I'll give you the information. Or you can go to the website, my website, rockinguitarlessons.com, and watch a tutorial even if you want, and read up about it some more, and the price breakdown is there. If you pay for the month, you get a discount, or you can pay per lesson. Basically, we set you up with the same day, same time each week, or bi-weekly, however we do it. 60-minute lessons and 30-minute lessons. All that stuff you can read up about, or like I said, email me. All my students get my cell number, and we communicate that way. We set you up on the same day, same time. Also, I offer CVT lessons, and I have a lot of CVT students. That stands for Custom Video Tablature. If you want that song you've always wanted to nail and get it perfect and get it right, the rhythms, the solos, the 3 guitar tracks. I handwrite the tabs, timestamp, subgroup everything, section it off, scan the tabs, send them to your email, and then I record the video lesson or lessons to my channel. And you got the audio and the visual. They're very, very detailed. Also, you can email me or check into that on my website. I have a tutorial on the channel, and I have that stuff here on this, or on my website, but I also have it here on my channel. All right, that's it. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Definitely, this channel is about you guys, so keep your requests coming. Be patient, guys. I have a lot of you, well, several of you they keep requesting the same band, same song. I know who you guys are. It's totally cool. As long as you're cool with me, I'm cool with you, man. You guys know how I am. I don't mind you doing that. Keep doing that, because chances are your request will be coming sooner than maybe someone else's, because it's, you guys got my attention is what I'm getting at. Also, though, keep in mind I have 90,000 subscribers, and I have thousands of requests. So, but keep your requests coming, man. One thing's for sure, I won't be able to do your song if you don't request it, right? So request it, and then keep requesting it. Feel free to comment, like I said. Share my videos around social media, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, and you can add me as well. Until next time, I'm Mike Gross, rockinguitarlessons.com. We'll talk to you guys as soon as I get this strap to stay. Now go listen to Avenged Sevenfold. Alright, later.